So we're set for Santa.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone for coming to tonight's interfaith gathering. And the theme of tonight is peace. And we'll be given a talk later by our guest speaker about peace is power.
Interfaith.
But anyway, we gather in mutual respect to learn and to listen to each other and to inquire together in a collaborative way to deepen our understanding and to find ways to be of benefit to God and humanity. So before we go any further, Colin will do our acknowledgement, please. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Tracy. And I'd just like to acknowledge the land on which Jung and I are grateful to the Gadigal and Bidjigal people of the Eora Nation in the Sydney area for looking after this land for many years and keeping it intact so that we're all benefiting from it now. And I have to acknowledge that if we think about what our civilization is trying to bring, which I guess we all want security and happiness and to raise our children well and to look after the planet, I think the Indigenous people may have done better at those end results than we did. So I'd just like to meet Indigenous people as equals and that they are well-wishers and people and that we admire and respect their ancient descent. And I would say that, as with the rest of us in this group, that they'd be interested in a living religion and not in the dead forms of what we see of current day religions. So, thank you.
You'll play the music, Colin?
Yeah, I'll start now.
Thank you.
Give me love,
Never may brother hate brother, or sister hurt sister. United in heart and in purpose, commune sweetly together. I will utter a prayer for such concord among family members, has binds together the gods, among whom is no hatred. I bind you together, assembly for worship of the Lord, like spokes around a hall. Hindu writings. Ataraya Veda.
In the name of God, I praise and invoke the Creator, Archmage, the radiant, glorious, omniscient, Maker, Lord of Lords, King of all kings, watchful, Creator of the universe, Giver of daily bread, powerful, strong, eternal, forgiver, merciful, loving, mighty, wise, holy, and nourisher. May his just kingdom be imperishable. Zoroastrian writings. Jena Avesta, Buddha Avesta, Part 1.
Yes, as with her own life, mother shield from her own. The only child let all embracing thought for all that life be thine, and no embracing love for all the universe. He know it is height and depth and breadth, and stated love and armed by the within, not crossing enmity. Buddhist writing, Southern Nibbota.
Until the Spirit be poured upon us from an high, and the wilderness become a fruitful field, and the fruitful field counted for a forest. Then justice shall dwell in the wilderness, and righteousness shall abide in the fruitful field. And the work of righteousness shall be peace, and the effect of righteousness, quietness, and confidence forever. Jewish writing, Isaiah 32:15-17.
Bless them which persecute you. Bless and curse not. Rejoice with them that do rejoice, and weep with them that weep. Be of the same mind one toward another. If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. Christian Writings, Romans 12:9-18.
Moreover, to Moses gave we the book, and we raised up apostles after him. And to Jesus, son of Mary, gave we clear proofs of his mission, and strengthened him by the Holy Spirit. So often then an apostle cometh to you with that which your soul desire not. Swell ye with pride, and treat some as impostors, and sly others. Islamic writings, Quran, Surah 281.
Consort with the followers of all religions in a spirit of friendship and fellowship. Of old it had been revealed, love of one country is an element of the faith of God. The tongue of grandeur had, however, in the day of his manifestation, proclaimed, it is not his to boast who loveth his country, but it is His who loveth the world. For high writings, Baha'u'llah.
सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for reading and listening as we take in all the words and the music. So tonight I'm very interested to hear our speaker, Dr. Indra Jyothi Rajadran, who's got a master's in science in physics, but also a master's and doctorate of philosophy centered on physics and applied science. But her topic will be peace is power. So apparently Dr. Does research in lithium batteries. So it'll be interesting to see how these combine and bringing that type of perspective into peace, which is surely such a needed thing within our world. So with great pleasure that invite our guest speaker. So I ask everyone to stay muted until we come to the discussion time. But invite our speaker to please give your presentation. Thank you. Are you there?
Indra Jyothi, are you there? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
You're muted again. Do you need to share your screen?
It's a present.
Okay.
Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes.
You can share the slides. You can start.
Can you able to see my slides?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, ma'am, for introducing me. Good afternoon to everyone. So I'm Indra Jyothi. So I'm from India. So my topic is peace is power. So let me start the presentation. Actually, the peace is power suggests that the inner peace and the person's approach to life can be a source of strength and influence rather than relying on aggression or conflict. It implies that maintaining a calm and centered state can be more effective in achieving goals and navigating challenges than resorting to force or confrontation. Families plays a crucial role in fostering peace, both within the home and in the broader society. They are the first place where individuals learn the fundamental values like respect, empathy, and conflict resolution, which are essential for building a peaceful world. Strong family relationships also provide a foundation for emotional and spiritual peace, contributing to overall well being and positive social interactions. So, cultivating inner peace allows individuals to handle stress, adversity, and difficult situations with greater resilience and composure, which can be significant source of strength. So the in my side, I want to relate the family plays a vital role in handling the stress or adversities or in the difficult situations. Like if we have a qualities like a foundation for values and training ground for peacemaking and building a peaceful society, women's in this case women's plays a vital role in a peace building, especially when while I'm explaining in the case of foundation for values. Families are the initial educators and teaching children basic values such as honesty, respect, and responsibility. These early lessons in empathy, cooperation, and non-violent communication shapes individuals' behavior and interactions throughout their lives. The family environment, whether harmonious or discordant, significantly impact how individuals learn to navigate conflict and build relationships. So, training a ground for a peacemaking is nothing but families provide a natural setting for practice skills like self awareness, communication, and conflict resolution. Developing strategies for peacefully navigating conflict within the family, such as decision making rules or sharing, or lays the groundwork for peaceful interaction in other settings. Families' commitments to one another can incentivize the development of successful strategies for shared life, contributing to a more peaceful society. When families model values like respect, dialogue, and cooperation, these values can ripple outwards, influencing the communities and even nations, according to the Global Peace Foundation. It can serve as a bridges across social divides, promoting understanding and reconciliation, particularly when they are empowered to become a proactive participant in community development and peace building. The positive influence of a family environment extends beyond the home, impacting the broader society and contributing to a more peaceful world. The effective communication, that is nothing but the peaceful communications and conflicts resolution strategies, can be more effective in building a relationships, resolving disputes, achieving a common goals than aggressive or confrontational tactics. In the case like women's are mostly they are very communicate with other, they are very communicative compared to men's. So they often play a central role in fostering peace within the family, which extends to the community and the world. Their unequal leadership qualities, including the ability to nurture, teach values, promote reconciliation, are essential for building a peaceful society. Supporting women's led initiatives such as reconciliation, educations, and trauma healing. If somebody is having a problem or somebody having any issues, even the children, the powerful man of the family, they have to be their trauma should be healed. If a woman think that if she can do anything in the family, that peacefulness of the mind calmness, it leads the society to build a good a peaceful uh, manner. Can bridge divides and promote peace in the grassroots level. If the problem arises in a family, it should be solved easily by a woman. That is nothing but what I want to tell is we can promote peace at the grassroots levels. In the same case, I want to add on the positive influence who embody peace and radiate a sense of calm often have a positive influences on the around them, create a more harmonious and cooperative environment. For this harmonious and cooperative environment, education plays a vital role in fostering a peaceful society by equipping our individuals with the knowledge, skills, and values necessary to resolve conflicts peacefully, promote human rights, and build a culture of tolerance and understanding. It helps in cultivating empathy, critical thinking, and responsible citizenship, all of which are crucial for creating a harmonious and just society. So in this case, the ingredients for the role of the education for peace, according to me, I can suggest promoting understanding and respect, developing conflict resolution skills, cultivating values of peace and justice, addressing the root causes of conflict, and fostering global citizenship. The education must be not for getting a marks or for a job. It should also combine the value of peace in the society, like the creating in the way what I want to mention in promoting understanding and respect is it can challenge the stereotypes and prejudices by exposing the individuals to diverse perspectives and culture, and it can foster empathy and compassion, helping people understand and appreciate the experiences and the need of others. By promoting intercultural dialogues and understanding education can break down barriers and build up bridges between different communities. In the case of developing and the conflict and resolution skills, education can teach individuals how to identify the root cause of conflict, how to resolve a disputes peacefully through dialogue, negotiation, and meditation. It can equip people with the skills to manage anger, communicate effectively, and find a common ground with others, even in challenging situations. By promoting non-violent conflict resolution strategies, education can help prevent violence and promote a peaceful coexistence. By cultivating a values of peace and justice, the education can instill values such as respect for human rights, equality, justice, and non-violence. It can promote a culture of peace by encouraging individuals to become active and responsible citizens who contribute to the well-being of their communities and the world. Education can empower individuals to challenge injustice and work towards creating a more equitable and peaceful society. It also helped to address the root cause of conflicts such as poverty, inequality, discrimination, and lack of access to sources. By promoting a sustainable development, social justice, and human rights, education can create a more just and peaceful world. It can also raise awareness about the impact of violence and conflict on individuals, communities, and the environment. So it can also promote a global citizenship by fostering a sense of responsibility and interconnectedness among people from all over the world. It can encourage individuals to think critically about the global issues such as climate change, poverty, and human rights, and to work together to find solutions. So, how to reduce the conflicts. Choosing a peace over conflicts can lead to a reduction in negativity, animosity, and destructive behavior, fostering a more positive and protective atmosphere. So there is another way also we can through the everybody is having following different religious. The religious should be it should be like it is plays a complex and multi-faceted role in peace building, capable of both fostering conflict and promoting reconciliation. While religious belief can be source of conflict, they also offer a powerful resources for peace building, including established social networks, ethical frameworks, and more authority. Be- with the any religion, it should be exploited. Religious differences can be exploited to fuel a conflict and legitimize a violence. So it should be how it should be if people in the world are following a different religious, so it should be means according to me it is also a force for peace. So the social infrastructure, ethical framework, trusted institutions, reintegration and reconciliation, more moral authority. What is our social infrastructure? That is, in the case of religious, its organizations often possesses extensive networks, leaders, and spaces that can be leveraged for peace building efforts. In the case of ethical framework, many religious promotes value of peace, justice, compassion, and reconciliation, providing a moral compass for individuals and communities. For a trusted institutions, the religious leaders and organizations can act as a mediators, a bridge builders, and advocates for peace, particularly in contexts where government institutions are weak. For reintegrations and reconciliation, religious leaders and communities can play a vital role in healing the wounds of conflict, fostering a reconciliation, and rebuilding a social cohesion. For the case of moral authority, religious leaders can challenge injustice, promote a human rights, and mobilize a support for peace process. So, religious can be a powerful force for both conflict and peace. Understanding the complexities of religious role in society and engaging with religious actors in a thoughtful and a way is essential for effective peace building. So, for a long-term sustainability, peaceful societies and relationship tends to be more stable and sustainable in a long run than those built on conflict and aggression. So, I just want to tell some examples in India, especially in my state in Tamil Nadu. We used to celebrate a Pongal festival. That festival is for nature and for children and for farmers and for agriculture. Actually, why the festival is celebrated is the first day we used to respect the sun, because it is the light is the so light is a source which is a fundamental need for agriculture and also for the farmers. And in the next day we used to celebrate for the farming. We used to plugging through the animals, it especially bullocks, and this plugging work is done by the animal. So we used to respect the animals. And third day we used to visit the elder people and we get blessings from them. They used to give a memento like gifts or some money for us. So these are all the things which where the children's, the nature, the society is connected through some festivals. It is these festivals shows that we have to be interconnected. We should be the respect the elder people. We should connect. We should the religious traditional things is transferred to the next generations. It shows that the however whatever may be, we're giving more importance to the physical health, the same equal and 200% give more importance to the mental health is also. It's a very important, because if a family with if a family members are giving more importance to the children of the future society, if they are pampered properly through the proper educations, proper religious mottos, and if they are brought up through the healthy minded, according to me, the society will be saved. The society will be very peaceful. So uh, e- e- every step of the family and every step of the children's need is very essential, according to me, with the proper education system. And also there should be nowadays children are spending more times on mobile phones, gadgets. So it is not it is it, they, it is not healthy for their mind and body. So we have to divert them to the some others sports activity or some proper guidance. So the grandparents should be educated. We should not prefer the nuclear family. At least one elder people should be there, because both parents are working means they should have some quality time with the elder people. They should have a good knowledge, values or teached by them. So it is very helpful for them in future also. So the concept of these are the things I just want to share from my side. It is my own experience. So the concept of peace is power has been explored by various individuals and movements, including this echo on our art installations and activism. It is a reminder that true strength can be followed in cultivating inner peace and promoting a peaceful solutions in all aspects of life. So according to me, usually there is one proverb, knowledge is power. For me, I used to say, uh, peace is power. Peace is very mandatory, it's a very powerful weapon. So in order to overcome these unavoidable losses of human lives, so our mother earth should be protected. Our mother earth should be protected through the kind hearted people, some compassion, peaceful mind, healthy society makes the mother earth beautiful. And it is, this earth is not only for our generation, for not only for us, it is for the forthcoming generations. They have to come and enjoy the same planet with peacefulness. It's everyone's responsibilities, it's everyone's, it is in everyone's hands. It is not a single hand process. The mindset of every people should be take responsibility. They should be very responsible to give a good citizens to the society. Then the world will be in a very peaceful manner. So according to me, knowledge is power. Yeah, I accept that one. But also peace is also very power. It's a very powerful weapon in our hand. We should be use it and to save our planet. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Would you mind stopping this screen sharing so we can go to gallery view? Thank you. Thank you for your talk and your enthusiasm for peace being powerful, and for the importance of education and family life. You know, mothers and fathers are very important to be able to cultivate peace in the world. So Jung, of course, is quick with the hand. So I encourage others to also participate with questions and comments so that we can expand out the ideas that have been presented to us. Thank you, Jung.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Jung, you're muted.
Yes, it's only introduction. Thank you very much. It was nice to hear your points of views. You just want to create a very easy life for all of us. According to your theory and practice and whatever that you've been doing research, if people want to have a life like the one that you design, people need to be born equal, and they should all have the same opportunity for employment, for jobs, for money, for privilege, for everything. And everyone have to live in a very good land, high ground, no flood, no tsunami, no fire, nothing. So, have enough food to eat. So that is, more or less like a paradise to me. And according to nature, you see, nature, they have two aspects, always have opposite forces, peace and non-peace. The peace is like the land that provides fruits, and you can grow a lot of things to eat and provide tranquility and calmness. The nature that provides earthquake, flood, tsunami, volcano, they are not peaceful, right? And so people, if they unfortunately were born in that area, they will struggle all their life, and they cannot have a nice environment and atmosphere, that's the way you describe, to live peacefully, because the nature will never stop causing trouble. And so the same thing that you mentioned about animal. If you say animal, the lion, the tiger, they're non-peace, but they are they're powerful. How we use them? That is a question. And the birds and the dove, they kept silent. They represent peace, and they also have power. So what I'm saying, talk about philosophy, you have to identify what is peace and what is non-peace. And if you want people to live in peace and, education of children and everyone, then we have to analyze how we're going to use the notion of peace and non-peace. I don't talk about conflict and war and all that lithium batteries and all that. Because we have a mind of lithium batteries, and we just depend on how we want to use them. Thank you.
Thank you.
Tracy, if you can summarize, because for Indra Jyoti, the accent may be a bit difficult. So if you can slowly summarize the question, then she will be able to answer. Tracy, will you be able to do it?
We talk about philosophy here, you see. I mean, we don't want to create, like the forum talk about peace and rockets and bombs is not in our area, but none of them related to this topic. We had to divert this topic, reroute this topic, and uproot this topic to something like more scientific and more diplomatic. And that's why I see it.
Okay.
Can you explain the question, ma'am? Tracy, ma'am?
Well, yes, there's many elements to Jung's comment. In nature, there's animals, some are peaceful and some are, non-peaceful. And in some landscapes, but like in Indonesia, they grow a lot of food, but they have a lot of earthquakes and volcanoes. And they're very peaceful people. So somehow the combination of difficult elements, it really depends on how people respond to it, whether they're living peacefully or they're not living peacefully. But it's yeah. Maybe we'll let you think about it and we'll come back. And Colin and Ahmed have got their hands up. We'll go there first.
Yeah, thank you, Indra, Jyoti. I enjoyed and appreciated your talk because you brought together a lot of principles, and they are the principles which this group is really wanting to explore and understand. And I felt that you hit the nail on the head. That's a good thing. By identifying two ways that inner peace can create outer peace. And one is, and the role of religion. And one is that religion can instill values, peaceful values and peaceful practices, and the ability to see the whole world as a whole, world-mindedness. That was one thing I picked up from your talk. And the other thing is that religion can be of assistance to governments. If governments are weak in peace building or in solving conflicts, then religions or religious leaders can offer to help. But my question is, how often do governments and political leaders call the religious leaders and say help? They, for some reason, governments seem to be ignoring religions. and ignoring the fact that there's this chance of inner peace which can spread to global peace. But the voice of religion is not heard very clearly or loudly. Do you have any thoughts about how religions can offer more to the governments and leaders of the world?
According to my knowledge, I just what I understood from the question, I just answer. The thing is, now the current scenario, I don't know how the religious and the government are helpful for our peace. Because they are running behind the economy of the country, economy of the nation. They are giving more importance to the prioritize their nation's wealth. So uh, for me, I used to tell, now the future generation is in our hand. So the system what we are following in our day-to-day life makes, if we make a good leader, the good leader will be uh, make the world, he will guide the people, he will guide the everything, the ingredients what you're saying, no, the religious or education system, everything, it is in the hands of a future generation. But day to day life, if we concentrate on the younger generations, the younger system, the what they are giving more values, no, it will help them to build up a future very well. But now in this world, I don't know how the society is, they are running behind the minerals, they are running against the petroleum, they are running behind the this. In Gaza we are seeing so many children are crying on the road without the parents, and it's very pitiful while seeing those things. So I think this step, the steps what we have to take is through the education, through the system of the family, through the medias, like we are using the social media for a good platform, no, we are using for the powerful weapon which is good for our thoughts and minds and peace. Same platform is used for the, what can I say, it is used for the wrong things. So the 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 what we are making the society is both in the hands of nowadays the good people, and also to the younger generation, to the younger kids. So these bridges should be properly constructed, means it will reach that place in a proper way. In a proper way, the future will be in the hands of a good peaceful leader. So then the society will be regulated.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Indra Jyoti, for your talk. It was nice. I have one comment to make, and that is that a prerequisite for peace is trust. And I'm wondering how we can establish trust among people, or more trust among people, so that we don't end into wars and conflict. What's your thoughts on the view of trust?
Review of trust, you want me?
Yeah, well, I think that is a prerequisite for peace. And in order to establish peace, you need trust among people, among two sides of the people, between nations. And we see that in the current views, current affairs now, a group of countries getting together and uniting, and another group getting together and uniting, but they are in conflict with each other. So, and the basis of their conflict is because they don't trust each other. So I'm wondering how we can build trust among people in order to achieve peace.
See, a leader is selected through people. I think in all country, the leader will be selected through people. So the people can change anything. The power is in the hand of people. So if a good leader is selected, then the country will get a good leader. It will be directed to a proper way. So for a trust among the people, how can you uh, see, if a child is brought up, the mandatory thing is a family is a backbone, is a very backbone for a piece of a society. I trust in that one, because in my family, if my family is uh, their mind is in a proper way, their mind is guided in a proper way, means how they will go to the wrong way, how they think it in a like a terrorism or some conflicts, like that, how it comes. So according to me, family plays a vital role, and the people of the country, they have, if they have a power to choose a leader, means they have to be very responsible. So the responsibility is not only in a single person's hand, it is on the family, society means people, if they have a power to choose a person or choose a leader, means he should do it very they should be very responsible. If a person is elected, he will be responsible for a piece of a country, or for a wealth of a country. If our see, the qualities what we are choosing is our future. So if it is given to our in our hand, means if we are facing that one, means we should be very clarity about that one, we should be very more than a clarity, we should be very responsible to handle that situations. If each and every people are behave like that one, means then no problem will be there. According to me, the society will have a peace in there automatically.
Okay, thanks. By the
And
way,
also, and if a country is having a weapons or some some powerful weapons, means uh, those countries should have some compassion over the poor countries. See, they are, see, repeatedly I'm saying actually that in Gaza, the children are, they are crying in the road while seeing that uh, we are unable to face the situations. So we are having family, we are having children in our family. So if we think like that, means really it is not acceptable. So we have to think over that, the if any power in our hand, anything, even if we protect our family or brought up our children, or the future society is nothing but the future children. So they should be brought up in a good way. Good morality should be inculcated in their mind from a childhoodness. So nobody is nobody is other than the children, nobody is going to be the futuristic persons. If their personality is properly cultivated, means I think we will harvest a good leader in future. So then society will be in a peaceful manner. It is according to me, I say.
and Jody, by the way, your camera is off. We don't see you. It would be nice to see you when you're conversing.
Yes. I'm still curious, the link between studying physics and application of science and the philosophy of physics. And, you know, you obviously have spent a lot of time doing that type of study and research. That what has led you to also be researching about peace? Is it some personal journey, or your family, or are you a Baha'i, or just sort of what the link is between your research, physics research, and like battery research, and to be very passionate about raising up a future peaceful generation. Are you able to explain that at all, or?
Indrajyoti, you are muted.
Sandha ma'am, what she's asking, actually, my battery is helpful in these situations like that. She's asking, huh? My research worker like that.
I just it's sort of just I'm just curious of how you have been combining in your own life a passion for peace and the education of children and the next generation, and a study of physics and chemical application of like batteries and everything, how you were able to link up your physics study with your peace study.
Yeah, it's a very tricky question you're asking. Nice. So, physics, the weapon what's in your hand is properly used, it is, you can protect it. The weapon, if you use for fight, you can fight it. The how your mindset, how you're handling the weapon is depends upon your mind, not on the subject, not on the physics, not on the lithium ion batteries. So according to your mindset, according to your the way you see the thing, it will be. So however I am in this battery field, whatever may be, if I am saving in somebody once in hospital means it is I'm saving that one. If I am same battery used in war means it's harmful to some other human beings. So this is the difference, this is the things. So the way you're handling the weapon is plays a vital role.
Yes.
Tracy, I can answer your question as well, because I got the background in physics degree. When you study physics, you go and study particle physics. And when you study particle physics, you're bound to talk or study about the structure of the universe. And then you realize that the universe is so vast and Earth is so small. And why should different nations fight each other? They are just a dot in this universe. So you end up thinking about peace. This is my view as well. I mean, after studying, my hobby is astronomy. So after studying astronomy and looking at the structure of the universe, you're bound to come to the conclusion that this Earth is so small, so like a dot in this universe, that there's no point fighting for land and all that. And the only way is unity among people.
Yes. God's not, the quantum particles are not on anybody's side. They just are.
Yeah. But the thing is that what Indrajyoti was talking about, education, and I think education of people would eventually lead to peace, because once you know about all these information, you're not going to fight for a piece of land, or and when you are educated to know that betterment of the world is achieved when everybody is living in a better life. So these things would lead to peace.
The thing is, lithium batteries are not safe, madam. Lithium batteries, part of it being good, it can be very dangerous and it can cause fire.
Yeah, but then again, I don't agree with Ahmed when you say, Ahmed, that when you're educated, you don't think about peace of the country. That means wherever the fight is going on now, US, or I don't want to mention names, but the countries, but it doesn't look like they become president or whatever minister or whatever without education. They have some education. It's just their mind being greediness, whether you're an educated or uneducated person, or you've been to a university, or you've done the master's or PhD or whatever higher than that if it is available.
I meant education in spiritual qualities, not in
spiritual. Sorry. Okay. So it doesn't. You didn't mean by the university degree.
No. I meant education in spiritual qualities, human attributes.
Yeah, so I agree with you. So unless they have some sort of spiritual bringing up or played something in their life during their lifetime, then of course they will. If it has played a part in their life, then they are a different people. If it hasn't played a part in their life, whether it's in your teenage or childhood years or adult age or whatever age, then they are greedy and fighting and all these issues. They will not think about the peace. They are only thinking about the self peace they get in their heart happiness. They are not thinking about the world peace. So spirituality does matter. Yes, sorry about that, Ahmed.
No, that's all right. Yeah.
There's technical education, and then there's character and value education.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's the most important thing that has to be educated in as early as possible.
That's right. Especially the children. When we look at the children at the school, when they're in the primary school years, or up to year 6 or 7 in Australia, Australia is 6 years. Primary years up to year 6. They should be given. It doesn't matter what religion, whatever the religion the parents want them to do, that should be one of the main things to be taught. Not saying, ethics class. There's ethics class now in government schools. So, that's the main thing we should try to introduce in schools more than the ethics classes. If you have education in a religion in the primary years, you will be a different person in life.
You just make an example of 10 families, right?
Mm-hmm.
10 families, and 5 families, the father's in the army, and the other 2 families, the father in the police force. So totally 7 of them, 7 out of 10. And when you try to educate the kids about peace and no conflict, and you choose peace over conflict, the 7 children that got their father or their mother in the army or in the police forces, they will not understand you. They will say, my mom and dad are in the army now. My mom and dad are in the police force now. So you had 10 children and 7 out of them got parents in the military academy or brothers or sisters. They will not understand you at all.
Well, that's the way
they think you talk about the future and you got no idea about what you're talking about.
Yeah, but the issue is we don't say that being in the army or police is a fighting. It's just to have peace in the country. Say, for example, if your father is in the police force or learning to become a police or whatever you tell one child, right? You need to say it's just so that if there is a fight between 2 people, your father is only there to settle and bring peace. And the same thing goes for the army force or any force, navy force or any force. The parents are in training or already holding a position. We need to tell them, no, they are not there to fight for our country or another country. They are there to keep the peace between 2 countries or 2 people, 2 humans. So if we explain to them that way, the children get the idea, oh, okay, so that's why my father is in the Navy or Army or police or whatever. I mean, if I was you, I would do that.
But I said the angels will say, okay, you all have peace here, you peaceful people, you lovely people, you good behavior. You don't need angels anymore. You don't need God anymore. God will be irrelevant. And angels will be irrelevant. Because you don't have conflict, you don't have fight, you don't have bad behavior, you are like angels already. Do you believe that?
You could be angels.
That's a long bow, Jung.
So the angel said, okay, no job for us. Okay. You're okay. You're peaceful. You're lovely. You good behavior. Perfect. You know, perfect generations to generations. You don't need God anymore. So why are you talking about interfaith?
Jung, I don't think we have God just to stop us from having conflict. We need God because we are created to actually God's plan is that, you know, that we're part of God's plan, and it's not up to, you know, if God's got a plan that's unfolding, and if we all suddenly became very peaceful, we get the next chapter of the plan. I don't think it's not a matter we don't need God anymore. We need God because God is the source of love, the source of happiness, the source of peace. And we're all struggling to try to connect to that source.
It's okay. We understood that. But the children, we don't want to mislead them. Misleading. It is very dangerous. You mislead the kids.
That's why we start at a small age, Jung, to bring them up in the proper way. So from the small age, when they are 1 year old itself, we should start saying, okay, let's pray for the peace in the country. Whether they understand when they're 1 year old, they're not going to understand what it is. But from the small beginnings, we start them to teach the religion, whatever the religion the parents are. Then
so what's the name of rebels? You ever heard about rebels? You think all the kids are not rebellious?
There are kids who are rebellious. That is because they haven't, I would say they haven't been given the opportunity to have a better life when they were young. If the kids had a better life when they were young, they are not going to be rebellious. Of course, you might see the teenage, like between 13 and 19, a little bit of talk back to the parents, or when they are 3 years and 4 years, you know, kicking and asking that and this. Those are not rebellious behavior. They are natural behaviors for each child to grow up to become an adult. Rebellious behavior is because they are having some sort of difficult life in the background of their family.
And we have Long Bay jail too, you know, remember that? We have jails and gals and everything, you know. So when we want to talk about this subject, we got to talk many aspects around this subject and not only one way. No one way at all. The way ahead is not one way.
Yeah. Okay, we've just might put a pause on that at the moment. Thank you, Marina and Jung. We have Colin and Sarah with their hands up, so they need to be able to have a turn too. And Indra Jyoti may have some comments she wants to make about some of these things as well. But anyway, we'll go to Colin and then we'll see, and then Sarah, please.
I just want to, well, firstly acknowledge Jung in pointing out that it's not easy to fix this world. But I just want to comment on police and armies. You don't become a policeman by not having good qualities and wanting to serve the community, because it's a very risky job. And they serve a purpose by taking guns, so we don't have to defend ourselves and carry guns. And you know, I think it's a step towards peace to have a police force, and the same with the army. You can learn the qualities of peace by being a soldier. You have to learn to sacrifice yourself for the good of the whole, and to be thinking about obedience to a mission. Unfortunately, of course, sometimes they're taught to hate the enemy. That's a problem, but just merely being army doesn't make them do that. It's I think you can get a lot of spiritual qualities from being a good soldier.
Yes, the quote that we had earlier on that we read in the readings about is not just, it's one thing to say you love your country, it's another thing to say you love the world. And that's the quality we want to cultivate. Sarah.
I was just going to comment on, when it was shared that we might not need God if we found peace. I know we're far from peace, but it just reminded me of, you go to the gym and you hit your goal and then you stop going. I mean, I think we assume that peace is an end state, but peace actually is an active state. You actually have to be actively doing things to maintain peace in any setting. So I don't think God or spirituality will ever become redundant in that space.
Yes.
I agree.
Good analogy. So you've been quiet there, Indra Jyothi. Do you have anything to say now before we go to Rosine, or do you want to wait?
So I'm really grateful to every one of you. Have a very nice time with you because very very nice discussion carried on between us. So we all work together to make our world to live peacefully. It's our ultimate motto at the end of the day. So I really want to thank each and every one of you, and thanks for your good introduction. So thank you so much for you too. So thank you.
Okay,
I
thank
think,
you.
Rajat, there are two more people who want to ask you some more questions.
Yes, don't go. Rosine has got her hand up and it's her turn. And
Thank you, Tracy. Good evening, everyone, and thank you, Dr. Indra Jyothi, for the beautiful presentation. Because this is what we need today in our age. We reach already the dimension that the humanity should understand that the science and the spirituality are the same. We don't need anymore to dissociate them. And this dissociation brought us to this level today. We are full with problems and we are still looking for a solution. So the solution is to combine, to harmonize the science and the religion. Because when we think through deep the subject, we realize that is all part of our body, of our nature as a human being. We cannot say we just need to understand the science and the religion. No, the two are combined, they are together. And your explanation proves that it's really necessary today that we start to implement this spiritual education to our children so they can start earlier. If you see, for example, a baby start the development, he learn already himself is natural. He learned biology. He's now learning physics. He's learning chemistry. When the children, for example, are testing they wanted to test everything. This is already the symptom of the chemistry inside the body. When they're throwing stuff everywhere, they're learning gravity. So all those things, it's combined into us. So, but unfortunately, the education system teach to us to dissociate all those stuff. And when we are going to school, we're learning, you have to learn mathematics, you are not good in this one. And we created all those chaos, but in general, it's all part of our body. When we reach to a certain level, we understand that even the religion and the science are the same. They must combine together. They must be harmonized so we can use it better. We can use the science better to bring total peace, and I can say harmony. And yeah, we make our world, our planet Earth, a beautiful place to live. And there is also one thing I just want to add, that why we need also the religion, because of the constance. As a human being, is part of our nature that we are also we have also including us the dark energy. The dark energy the energy is not stable because we are ourselves energies. So the energy can change from time to time, from mood to mood. It depends the geography, all the nature together combined is moving, is changing. And this is the purpose of the nature, is evolution. So this evolution can continue through negative or positive bonds. But with the religion and the science, the knowledge of the religion and the knowledge of the science combined together, we can learn to stabilize our energy. So we can grow better, we can develop ourselves better. And because the constants, I can be today in peace because nobody disturbs me. I had enough food at home. My children are not sick. But what about tomorrow? If tomorrow I face some difficulties, these difficulties can change my mood automatically and I can lose this internal peace. That's why with the religion, for example, when I pray in the morning, when I read a holy writing, automatically I'm getting the inspiration. And whatever the circumstances, I will keep my peace, my internal peace. This is one of the reason why we need also the religion. We need God forever because he's part of us and he's also there to keep the balance between our negative and positive energy. Thank you.
Thank you, Rosine. Ahmed, you took your hand down.
Yeah. I thought it's my turn. So I just want. I said before that trust is one of the prerequisites for peace, and I'm wondering another one would be knowing, understanding that the welfare of the whole would lead to better welfare for us. So I think that has to be taught so that we can know, that will lead to peace. Because if we know that a betterment for the welfare of everyone will lead to betterment of our life, then we will start having peace. And I'm wondering, what is religious background of Indra Jyoti? Can you tell us a little bit about that? What are your beliefs?
I think Indra Jyoti is a Baha'i. Doesn't?
You're muted.
Yes, sir.
You are a Baha'i?
Yeah.
Mm.
I love the universe.
That's good.
I love the universe. I worship universe. I worship you also. You means your soul. Everyone says God only here. If the power is given to every one of us. So if you able to create a tree means you can, it will help too many living beings in the world. I think we're all good souls. If you felt so, the powerful good things is in everything is inside us. We have to utilize that one. Actually, for me, the God, everything is universe.
Okay, thank you. Sarah.
Well, no, I remembered Ahmed asked a question around trust and how if you don't trust someone, how you can build peace. And I think he's already touched on the answer I was gonna share, but I was actually thinking there's potentially 3 things that one should think about and will actually lend itself to I guess promote peace. And one is that inherent oneness of humanity. So by understanding our inherent oneness, I think it'll be easier to work towards peace, regardless of whether we trust somebody or know somebody enough to trust them. Also, the second principle of that God created humanity and humans noble and in his image. So sometimes you can love someone for the God in them, as opposed to loving them for their own qualities. So I think that also lends itself to you being able to look past an individual's differences and seeing the commonality, which is that they were all created in the image of God. And that will also help you to
And dying and discussions.
sorry, what was that?
Sorry, you know.
Don't worry. I think
Sorry.
some-
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep going through.
And I think that the third one I was gonna say, which I've drawn a blank on. I cannot remember it now, but if I remember it, I'll bring it back. But yeah, just loving humanity as a whole, by understanding the inherent oneness of human beings, and loving a person for the God in them if we can't love them for any other reason, I think will help us build peace.
Mm.
Oh, the third one I was going to say is sometimes you can love someone or trust someone by having faith in their capacity for good. Do you know what I mean? So just because someone hasn't displayed good things doesn't mean they don't have the capacity to do good. So sometimes we just need to act as we have faith in someone's capacity for good, because we know all people were created with that capacity. We could actually then encourage them to display those qualities.
I would agree wholeheartedly with your three things. Rosine.
Thank you, Tracy. Regarding the question about trust, I would like to share one quotation of Abdul Baha. Abdul Baha says that we have to see each human being like a letter from God. And he said also that we have to focus on the good, on the human being. It's a very difficult exercise, I admit it myself, because I have also difficulties to focus on the good, especially when somebody hurted me. But I have also learned that when we really focus on this quotation and we really try to apply it, it works. We can even change the person, because when you trust not the person but the God is in the person, because like the other says, God, and I think Dr. Indrayochi also said, we are all God. Just the meaning that God is inside of us. And we have to see this God inside the others people, whatever they are evil. We should remember we were upon of the time all babies. We came from a mother. And when we see this person as a baby, he was innocent. What happened to him? He's now evil. So if we try to focus on this good, this innocence within this person, it's going to help us to forgive, for example, and to believe in the good inside the person. And I'm trying these exercises, and I can guarantee it really works. And whatever is happening to me, I'm always trying to focus on the good on the person, who is the person. And if we really believe on what Abdul Baha or in general the Holy Writing says, and we just follow blindly, we will reach our internal peace. We can forgive easily the others. We can understand the others easily. Thank you.
Thank you. Jung.
Thank you. I won't be long. Just want to bring up another little topic, so we can understand how reduced conflict is all about and why people as human being cannot be left alone. We're talking about virus here and bacteria. If you ever be a medical doctor, you understand the last few years we have COVID. COVID-19 disease has created, I don't know, if people have capacity to do good, did they have a conflict among the area that a lot of people died of COVID and some area that don't have vaccination? So that create conflict and that create trust out of their mistakes. And why, you know, like some medicine got produced in a very short time, and we already got the medicine, the vaccination. In some other countries, they had to wait for the medicine to come. And some countries, a lot of people die quickly, and some other people have late COVID or long-term COVID or, you know, after effect COVID. So there's a treatment is different. So, and you said that you want peace. Okay, it's only that small subject. We'll tackle three things. First of all, you say conflict, whether it's their fault or not, trust, fault or not, capacity to do good, or they have any choice, because the bacteria, the virus, they don't understand us. You know, if we say, leave us alone, go away, go somewhere, they're not doing that. So even if you have effective communication, you have positive influence, you want to reduce conflict, and you want to promote peace and peace processes, all your endeavor for the last few years, what you end up with? That's a medical area. So it's only one aspect of peace with nature.
Yes, well, it's one of the things of religious writings is that we focus on the process, we focus on the giving, and we don't know the outcome. We can't know what our efforts will produce or not produce on any area. We try our best. We give everything that we can with the knowledge that we have, and try to build as much peace, love, and goodwill and opportunity and justice for everyone that we can, whether it's in whatever aspect of someone's life. But anyway,
So with this, yeah, thank you, Tracy. I just thank you, Tracy. But I mean, just everything I just said is like what social media already discussed about. So it's a very familiar subject.
yeah.
Everybody, like most of people, if they listen to social media, they already learn about all the facts.
But I think only about 30% of people go onto social media. I think that the social media likes to emphasize how much people are going on it, but actually the people have more other experiences. But anyway, does anybody have anything else that they would like to say as a closing
Thank you.
comment?
I just want to say that for what Jung said, that all the ailments of the humanity, the difficulties that we are confronted, are due to lack of unity among human race. So if we solve the unity of human race, a lot of these ailments will disappear. You know, like conflicts about water, conflicts about nations rising against another nation. These all are rooted in the element of not being united. So we have to work on unity of humanity and peace, of course. And then to me, those few things that are needed are prerequisite to achieve peace, like trust, building trust, or education in virtues, and these sort of things.
Yeah, but you see, the virus actually they can attack the mountains or they can attack the trees. They don't need to attack human. If you think about, the will of God, God can do that will. Let the virus, the COVID, attack the mountain, all the trees. but not human flesh.
I think actually COVID brought some kind of unity among humanity by happening. It did cause problems, but at the same time, it changed the structure of society. I mean, I work now 2 days from home. I never thought that I would work 2 days from home, and it's raised because of that COVID. So that there's so many things that have been changed because of COVID.
Santa, you look like you were about to say something.
I just wanted to thank Indra Jyoti for joining us and giving the presentation, and also I invite her to join us whenever she can to contribute to our discussion in the future. Thank you, Indra Jyoti. Nice to see your face. Because of the internet problem, she must have kept the camera off.
Yes, we do hope you can join us more.
Thank you. So I think we can